Let's play with some makeup from the Dollar Tree. Hey everyone, I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie. Welcome to my channel. I have $15 worth of makeup from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to try on all of it and put together a full face of makeup with the exception of mascara. They did have mascara, but I don't know. Mascara sketchy a little bit, and I only wear waterproof, so I skipped on that. But everything else that's going to go on my face came from the Dollar Tree. So if anyone is new, welcome. And you are curious what the heck WIGO stands for, it's when you get old. All right, I'm going to check to make sure my clip is in correctly and then zoom on in and let's get started. So I'm going to get started with a primer. This here is from BPURE and it's essentially Ageless Blur Face Primer. All right, so it is pink, which I find interesting. Let's see. So it has a little squeezy tube and, oh, interesting. I don't know why I said, I thought it was going to be like a different texture. It's kind of like a silicone-y, does that smell like strawberries? I don't know if I'm just psychologically, it's pink thinking, I don't know. But yeah, it's your standard kind of, it's a little looser, but in a good way, like a gel cream. Primer. So let's hope I don't look all pink, but it has a pleasant scent. Like it doesn't totally smell like strawberry fruit, but there's like a ever so subtle, like, what am I smelling? In a good way, which I guess it's better than it smelling like weird chemicals or something since it's, I'm pretty certain made in China, but definitely silicone-y. I don't know with my dry skin if I should have shoved it everywhere, but I did, and we will see what she ends up looking like. Okay, let it settle down, and then we'll move on to foundation and concealer. Unfortunately, when I was at the Dollar Tree, they did not have a foundation in a shade anywhere close to me, but they did have this concealer, which is also from BPURE. This is the essentially ageless hydrating serum concealer. So I love seeing words like hydrating and serum when it comes to complexion products. So hopefully this is a decent shade match and will work out well on my dry skin. By the way, I have this concealer in the shade Fair. Let's just see how good or bad it is of a shade match. I'm not leaving my house, so all good if it looks cray cray. But it's kind of nice lazy girl style where you know, hey, it's a concealer and a foundation, so I can just kind of get it everywhere. Although the amount you get out on this little doe foot is going to take me 15 years to get it all over my face. Un momento. All right, hopefully that is enough or not too much. And I don't know if I should use a brush or a sponge. Let's first try the brush and see how that goes. All right. Well, let's try the sponge. Ooh, I like the sponge much better. Even though it claimed it was a serum formula, it didn't feel very serum-y. It didn't make my skin feel dry, but it kind of felt like it was drying down really quick. So let's get the forehead before that sinks in and becomes unspreadable. All right. I feel like I need to add a little more on this side of my face where I use the brush, which is interesting because usually brushes leave more coverage, but I don't know. Add a little more here. We'll just slap it on and move on to the next product. All right, when I first put it on, it was a little yellow, but not too shabby of a shade match. So the next product I'm going to be testing out is also from BPURE. This is the Glow Up Contour, and I have it in the shade Fair Medium. It has a smudge tip, so it's going to be like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury and every other company that's duped this. So I'm curious if it will have a locking mechanism. Does it? Possibly, maybe not. I don't know. Let's just give it a shake and squeeze it up. Okay, I don't think it has a locking mechanism. However, it does have this plastic cap which will keep it from drying out. I'm going to first put some on the back of my hand, and let's see how it kind of blends out and what the shade is before I slather on my face. Oh, that's nice. It is a little warm, but not super orangey. If anything, yeah, it's more what I'd call a bronzer and less what I would consider a contour, but that's okay. For $1.25, you can't really go wrong. I'm just gonna take whatever's left on the tip from me doing my swatch, because don't want to look super cray-cray. And I'm taking a dry sponge and just kind of pressing it in and blending it out. Okay. Let's add a little more. Keep it right there. Okay, that's nice. For $1.25? Not too shabby. Alright, the blush I'll be using today is also from BPURE. This is the Essentially Ageless Luminizing Blush, and I have it in the shade Poppy Pink. The packaging is giving Revlon. I don't know about you, but that is just reminiscent of what Revlon packaging is like. For $1.25, look, it opens all the way up. That is my total preference. Okay, this is, oh, it's very powdery soft. Let's do a little swatch. It's a little Miami pink, which on camera probably isn't going to show up, but in real life, however, it will look fantastic once I blend it out and not go ham. So let me take a fluffy brush and cross my fingers, and oh, it's quite powdery, but hey, lots of makeup is, and I'm gonna dab it on the back of my hand first so that, ooh, can you see the powder? All right, let's just go for it. All right, after all that fear of, oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I think I blended off too much product. All right. I don't know if it's blending in with that contour or if it just doesn't look as kind of flamingo pink once it's on your cheeks, or if it's just my bright lights. But I'm pleasantly surprised with the shade. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now for the highlighter, we have another one of those products similar to the contour. It's also from BPURE. This is called the Glow Up Highlighter, and it is in one of those squeezy tubes with a sponge tip. Honestly, in hindsight, I'm surprised they didn't have a blush in this type of packaging. It's the same as that contour. It has a twist top plastic lid. I don't believe it's locked. So we're just going to start squeezing. Yep, there she comes. And let's do a swatch here. Ooh, that is pretty. In the tubing, I thought it might be a little too dark, but look at that. Okay, now we just need to make sure that we blend it out really well. That is beautiful. All right. Did I just find like a new favorite highlighter? Let's actually get it on the face before I make such a bold statement. All right, just have a little bit on my finger and let's a little dabble do ya. What do I want to blend with? First thing I found, which is that same dry sponge. All right, shifting to the damp sponge because I have a little bit of a stripe going on. That's on my application. All right, let's tap, tap, tap. Okay, and I think these actually may have some kind of a stopper, or because it's hard to squeeze it out, and I think I have it partially in the closed position, but anytime I twist it, I can't get more to come out or less to come out. So I'm not sure, but it does seem like it closes up. All right, I got enough there to do the other side, and I don't know what the best way of blending that out is. We're just going with damp sponge so that I don't look super crazy, which we all know I look super crazy, but that's okay. We're having fun, putting on some makeup, having a nice little chit chat, and the truth will be revealed when I'm in editing staring at myself, because honestly, half the time I'm here, I'm like, oh, that looks horrible, and I get in editing, I'm like, oh, not too bad. And the other times I'm clueless or think it looks fine, and then in editing I'm like, what the heck is happening? So let's hope it's a good day and not one of those what the heck's happening kind of a days. All right, for the eye look, I have this teeny tiny 6-pan palette from LA Colors. This is the 6-color eyeshadow, and it claims it is crease proof color. Yay, again, not only does this open all the way up, it actually kind of does a little backflip there. So it's just a nice neutral kind of cool tone leaning palette. I believe there's only one shimmer. No, I'm wrong. There's a darker shimmer. Possibly a third. Hold on, let me do some swatches so I can stop speculating. All right, these are the worst swatches ever. So we have the top row, which is that white shade, and then those two kind of caramel shades right there. And then this was the bottom pan. There is another shimmer. This is a dark shimmer, the light shimmer, and then this is the darkest matte shade in that palette. I'm going to go in with this kind of off-white shade and just get it all over. So any concealer is all just kind of set down. I'll even drag it up into my brow area. And we'll just call this like a dry primer. And yes, I'm going for a very simple, quick look. Now next, I'm really impressed with the swatches with this bottom row more so than the top row. The bottom row, I like the shades better. They're a little more kind of cool tone. So I'm going to go into this brown here and just get that into the crease. And then I'll deepen up the outer corner actually with that shimmer shade, which swatched beautifully on the eyes. Who knows? But we're just going for simple, quick, and the best you can get from $1.25. All right, did I go out too far? Yeah. Is that the eyeshadow's fault? No. It's because I am not an MUA and just went a little ham there, but that's okay. All right, let's rinse and repeat. I'm now going to use this dark brown kind of coppery, not copper, what do you call that? Bronzy shimmer shade. And let's deepen up the outer portion using that shade because it was really pretty swatched. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, yes. What would you call that? It's not copper, it's more bronze. I'm liking that. I forgot to put shadow under my lash line, so I'm just going to go back into that first brown matte shade, pinch the brush, and get that underneath. Ooh, it is very powdery. As I'm putting it under my eyes, it's like wafting up into my eyes. Hopefully my eyes won't get too watery, and I went down too low. So I just matched going down too low on that side. That's okay. We're going to pretend we're going to a rock concert or something. There's a little fallout. It is very powdery. And I did mess up. So I'm just going to grab a makeup wipe and kind of fix it a little bit. And then I'll have to come back in with the concealer because I'm wiping that all away. This is real life, folks. I am not an MUA. If you haven't figured that out by now, I'm going to fix that right there too. But if you are like me and just play with makeup and make mistakes, it's okay because we can fix them. I'm just going to grab that and just get it like this because I feel like I'm looking like a raccoon because that shade of that eyeshadow is really pretty, but it matches my dark circle colors, so that's no bueno. Where do I have one of my brushes that's meant for under the eye? I don't know if this is, but it's the first thing I found, and we're going to start with that. Because if I pounce in with that sponge, it's going to mess up other stuff. So we'll just be a little more precise. All right, I'm just going to take the little corner here and tap, tap, tap. Now, let's finish this eye look so that the video isn't 18 hours long. I'm going to go into the middle or the lightest shimmer shade in the palette, which swatched beautifully. Hopefully it will look nice on the eyes. All right, wish me luck that I don't fat finger it. And I may come back over with a brush as well. Ooh. Okay, that was the look I was going for, so yay. All right, for $1.25, cannot complain. All right, let's move on to eyeliner. So I was able to find a gel eyeliner. This is from a brand called IONI, and this is their pencil eyeliner. And hopefully it's a miracle pencil that does not transfer down from the top waterline. But considering high-end, mid-tier, drugstore, every other pencil I've ever used transfers down, I will not be disappointed if it does. All right, let's just do a little swatch. All right, yes, she's black. Here we go. All right, it was acting up basically. You know when you get something new, it just needs to kind of warm up a little bit. So that's why I had to go back so many times. I don't know that it deposited that much product, but so far it hasn't transferred down, but that could be maybe because there isn't anything up there. I'm going to move on to the liquid liner because, you know, you all have things to do. So I appreciate those who are here watching. Oh, did I forget to mention that the liquid liner is from LA Colors and it's called the Eye Marker, which even though it's only $1.25, this is the size of a travel or sample that you would get at Sephora. So, I mean, still, it's fine for $1.25, just letting you know. Unlike other products where you kind of get full size, this one is definitely not. All right, let's, I guess before I put it on my lid, let's do a swatch just to see. Ooh, she's a thick one and also liquidy, but does not seem to be feathering out, at least not on my arms, so I have a feeling this is going to go bad. I'm just going to go really slow and try to just get the outermost corner. Okay. Not as scary as I thought. That first swatch was, whew. You know when you get a new liquid liner and it's just like extra liquidy? That's how that one was. All right. Do I want a cat eye? I guess so, since I just made one. Ooh, we are not even considering being twins, are we? Okay, I don't know why I did that, but I did. So let's fix it. By fixing, I mean matching, because, yeah, no one wants to not be matched. All right. I'm going to pop off camera, take this hair clip out, touch up my mascara, and then I'll come back and share with you the lip products. Alright, I was able to get my hair to look somewhat decent after that stupid hair clip. Alright, let's try the lip products. I have two because I could not figure out which shade I wanted. And you know, when something's $1.25, it's not very difficult to toss an extra one into your cart. By the way, these are from a brand called Beauty Intuition, and these are the Bold and Bright lipsticks. I have the shades Honey Nude and Sweet Pink. All right, these are very, very cheap and light plastic, but aren't these giving the shape and vibe of a lipstick from Maybelline? All right, yes, I feared the pink would be a little too Miami Vice hot pink, but I'm hoping I can mix it in with the nude that I picked up. Ooh, hopefully that nude isn't way too dark. Interesting. Okay, this is what they're calling nude. I would call that, I don't know, like a dusty rose, almost a red, not a nude. It's very kind of plum But you know what? I mentioned I'm not leaving the house, so let's give it a try. I think I'm going to go in with the dark one first and then put the lighter one on top. The formula feels nice. Doesn't have a scent. I would not call that nude. Now the pink, I'm just going to try to get it in the inner part. Do a little ombre effect. So even though they're only $1.25, I am very disappointed based off of, look at the shades they advertised versus the shades that they actually are, particularly the nude one. No, this is a nude. That is, I don't know what color that is, but it's not a nude. The pink is close-ish. It's lighter on the box, and I was hoping it would be light pink, but it is what it is. All right, the last product hopefully can fix or make this worse. That is the lip gloss I picked up, which I have a feeling is going to be very orange, even though it says natural nude. This here is from that same brand, Beauty Intuition, and it's the Get Ready to Shine lip gloss. It also has that same type of packaging, very cheap plastic. But let's see what the applicator's like. Okay, it's just a standard small doe foot. And yes, as suspected, it's very orange, but even darker. It's like pumpkin spice, or I don't know what color you'd say that is. It's right there. Definitely not what I would consider a nude, a natural nude. But again, it's what I have. It's what I'm demoing, and it's going on my face. It is a very, very pigmented lip gloss. I was hoping it would just have like a shimmer or a little hint of color. So we can no longer see the two lip colors I was previously wearing. It's very orange, but it's a little more fall and probably goes with the eye look a little better. All right, so what are my thoughts on these products? I would say overall, the products themselves were fine. If you've ever used makeup from Temu, Shop Miss A, stuff off of Amazon, they're products that are made in China. Are they the highest quality products? No, but they're totally okay to wear. My issue with this makeup from Dollar Tree is the shade range and what they advertise as being the shades. That's my only complaint. I wish they had more, but they don't. So you go in there, you find a lip gloss. You're lucky if they have 2 shades to choose from. And what I've noticed is that typically the shades are very dark. I don't know if that's because the lighter shades just sell out really quick, or maybe those places I mentioned, Shop Miss A, Temu, etc., if they aren't selling certain SKUs that are the darker colors, maybe they offload them to Dollar Tree. I don't know, I'm speculating there. But that is my main complaint, is the shade range. But as far as quality goes, it is what it is. They're products made in China. Nothing on my face feels horrible. Nothing's itchy. It's just, I'm not a fan of orange, burnt sienna, hot pink, or what they claim to be a nude. It is not a nude lip products. That's it. Other than that, I've had worse makeup looks. All right, I want to hear from you now. What do you think of the Dollar Tree, or even buying makeup from the Dollar Tree? And if you have, let me know if you've discovered any product worth tracking down, or if you would never in a million years purchase and try makeup from the Dollar Tree. If that's the case, I totally get it. No judgment here. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.